Get going, shall we? Ooh. OBS had a hissy fit there. I don't have enough for social. Oh well. Help a bot. I could have a little chat redemption. I could have a little chat redemption somewhere that gives people my in-game ID, but you'll find it on the stream most likely. I don't actually pay attention to how frequently my ESO ID comes up on the camera, but nice, chill, calm down. Let's get out of the hype that is racing and just go chill in Elder Scrolls. Kill a couple of whatever Elder Scrolls has now in their generic fantasy RPG world. Dragons, I hear, is the latest fad. Well, let's have a look. I don't actually know. No one's in Unicorn Brigade at the moment. I've not been in Unicorn Brigade for almost half a week. Right. Turning crate, prey on Tamriel with sinister nightfall crate items. New house, host your friends and allies in Gonfalon Bay's stately new manor. Save big on High Isle chapter and base game during the QuakeCon sale. And a new pet! Let the explorer's pack donkey help carry your burden. The new DLC is now live. Discover 2 new dungeons and continue your adventure in Lost Dead. I don't remember if I've actually cancelled my sub. I may have, because I was planning to see how long I could last without it. I'm more worried about content at the moment. I wanted to see if I could actually, with the content I have, I own High Isle, I own Somerset, Morrowind, Imperial City. I also picked up Elsewhere the other day. I don't know if that includes dungeons, and that's what I'm worried about and kind of want to find out. Because if dungeons are sold separately, A, dick move, B, I kind of need ESO Plus, and the DLC content is irrelevant to getting in-game content bucks as well. I would like to get the game. I want to own the game and not subscribe at some point in the future before it goes end of life. I'm gonna jump in Fluffy Cupcake. And we are gonna list. We're gonna sit in Fluffy Cupcake. Even gonna a bigger here. I don't need a massive preview on OBS. Right. AJ's online. I'm psychic. This late too. Why would AJ be on this late? It'll be close to midnight, surely. Here we go. Angagia. I think Angagia is how I agreed to pronounce it. But Cold Wisdom translates from Old Elven. It was the only translation that didn't have other connotations. They were direct word translation. Old and wisdom separately. Anga and Agia. Or Agia. The phonetics still escape me. But I smushed them together, got rid of the conjoining A, or made it a conjoining A rather, and went with Angagia. Cold wisdom. I like it. They're a sorcerer. So I guess I'll specialize in frost. As if that matters, I guess. That is... We got to level 12, so we can do dungeons now. There is an option today to log into Angagia and smash out dungeons with a 2-hour scroll equipped. But we'll deal with that later. Champion points being account-wide is bizarre to me. I noticed that though. Like, all of my characters just have champion points. Do they all get to assign them separately? Are they assigned per character, but earned per account? I'm not sure. Either way, I do have my training for crafting rips with Angagia, so I'm not going to be too fussed. I'm not hurting for crafting materials. Hurting for anything of this, you know, I don't have to worry. If I wanted to max level her crafting skill line, sure, I could make 100 of everything from every workbench and send it over. She could decon everything from every workbench, but I've already, like, it's my master crafter. I don't know why you would want to level 2 master crafters. But it's been a while. I might even turn the background music up a little bit here. I do like it. Unfortunately, that does mean when the theme song for Warhorse Studios plays, because I've got the directory added and not just the songs individually, I will have to go in there and just add them individually at some point so that I can cut Warhorse Studios' title theme out, because it's so much louder than the rest of our tracks. That's another game I'd like to stream someday, but I can't even run Kingdom Come Deliverance, let alone just try and stream it to any kind of stable frame rate. But it might be worth trying. Maybe just boot it up, scrape off the dust off of Henry's boots and take him out for another stroll. Even if it's a once-off, even if it sucks, and drops frames, and stutters, and spits and sputters. It would be nice to at least introduce a couple of people to Kingdom Come, take them out and show them Henry. Go around town. Travel back to Scarlet, see what we can find buried in the rubble of Henry's old home. I do actually wonder, there's a couple of cutscenes in the early gameplay trailers. Sorry, not gameplay trailers, there were early cinematic trailers. And there's a couple of cutscenes that actually show other people helping Henry finish what he set out to do. So I'm curious if I go back whether or not that's already happened or the trailer spoils something that happens later on. Because it could have easily already been happened and the cutscene just got cut from the base game. Not sure. Ooh. I don't know if this was leaked or not, but apparently Kingdom Come 2 is in development. We're gonna see Henry again sometime 2025, I believe. How's that? The spiritual successor to Oblivion, wandering around in Middle Ages Bohemia, versus Elder Scrolls 6, generic fantasy RPG. Seemingly what it's become. At the very least, at the same time Elder Scrolls 6 will be released, I'll have something to scratch my Elder Scrolls itch of medieval high fantasy, with everything except magic, including alchemy, because all you're really doing is making medicine, and they've called it alchemy, and you mix quote-unquote potions, but it's just medicine. It's the most awesome way they could have integrated middle-timey medieval feeling stuff and actually grounded it in reality. If you want to make a poison, grab some herb Paris, throw it in a bottle with some oil, add in a little bit of some spice, like a paprika or something, and give it to your neighbor and watch him keel over and die. Brilliant. I could smush all day over Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I'll wait until we actually play it to do that. Now, where are we? We have 6 unread messages, item sold. Crafting motive, Ebon Shadow Staves for 4,000. Thank you. Standard Nightwood for 2,000. Thank you. Copper Ounce for 1,000. Thank you. Cotton, 1,000. Seems like cotton went for 800 actually. The tax shouldn't have been that high. Shadow Hide for 2,000. And Flax for what I can only assume is 1,400. Right, here we go. 2 people online. We are in the guild chat. What containers do I have? Those. Welcome in, Subaru. How are you doing? Good morning or good evening, depending on what side of the planet you're on. I'm actually kind of curious. Maybe Elder Scrolls will capture a little better. It's not going to load any better, but maybe it won't stutter so bad now that I've turned off capture frame rate. Hello, texture. No, no, it's definitely not capturing any smoother. Alright. Let's get our crafting writs and go back inside and get out of Gonfalon Bay. I need to switch to my healing stave so I can't accidentally pincer anyone in the back. Innocence, you may no longer commit wanton murder. There we go. That's nice. I don't know if that actually counts. That should count for the attack innocence bit. Alright. Anyway. We have a couple of crafting quests. I need to make helmet. Leader leather helmet. Braces. And oops, this is the braces, this is the helmet. Pauldrons. Research-wise, we still have 1 day, 3 hours on the gloves. We have reinforced on the shoes. The hat can get infused. The breeches, we're going to do breeches because we have to. Invigorating. Wallets can find. Reinforced. Invigorating. Well fitted. Okay. So we have, what does this have? A day, 3 hours left. 5 days, 9 hours left. This one will take 2 days, 16 hours. That's a nice range of different things. We'll deal with scrapping stuff in a little bit. And the preview back off because I put it on my phone. Oh wow, I haven't been gone for so long that the research couldn't bloody well finish on the bloody ring. Swift, we need Harmony, Triune. I need a Triune ring. Apparently we're not allowed to buy and sell in the guild chat. Should I? Oh, I'm gonna open a Steam web browser here. Go to Tamriel Trade Center and see if we can just buy a Triune ring. Or do we have one? No, unknown, unknown. Oh, okay, we need Triune on both. I'll have to find that out later. Alright. Vanus necklace collected. We still have a day and 18 hours. Good lord. It'd be nice if some of this stuff could have been completed in my week off. 2 bows and a shield. Apparently we don't have anything else to research here either. So we're gonna have to go do some dungeon diving for more researchable woodworking. We still have 1 left over here in the blacksmith hall as well. Gauntlets are doing sturdy. Let's go impenetrable, will take 16 hours. You know what? I should go for stuff that's like 2 days or more. Bloom graced sabaton. Because tomorrow I have work, so it makes sense to try and aim for research that'll take exactly the amount of time for when I get back from work. Need a dagger, pauldron, ooh, helmet and a pauldron. So, brain health poison 9. 44 of these. We have 40 butterfly wings. 35 Rasala. We only need 1 and we made 16. Enchantment and then provisioning and we're done. Knee. Nora? The knee.
Rogero. The knee. Ta.
Nothing to disenchant there. I already have a first hold fruit and cheese plate. I have 3 of them. And this is the crafting check too, so I've made 3 of those? Or I've made 1 of those? Don't know why. Well, oh! I might have made that last time for the crafting. Wrong button. I could have made that last time. I might have got the same request twice. If I got the same request twice, then yes, I would have had 3 left over, because I've got the perks for crafting more than 1. Right, oh dear. I feel so short playing my KHAJIIT. I made a tall KHAJIIT. I feel so short. Like the Bretons are any taller than me. I mean, I actually tower over the Bretons when they load in. Okay, I don't exactly tower over the Breton. Okay, I don't exactly tower over the Breton. I stand corrected, but I thought I dragged the height slider up to really, really tall. Oh well, let's go to the bank. We'll check all of our containers in the bank.
No rest for the weary.
An earthquake
I could actually do some questing today.
While the nobles were having a party.
Hey, Gwenagith? I almost forgot your name. We have Clothier Satchel of Leather. Those are the hat, garnet. A Beauvais juice, Frost Miriam. Recipe already known. Woodworker's case comes with a fire opal and a ruby ash restoration staff made in Nord style. Sadly, it doesn't look terrible. The enchanter's coffer comes with a sealed enchanting writ, soul gem, a glyph of hardening, blacksmith's crate, blacksmith survey in Stormhaven, and the alchemist vessel comes with blessed thistle, Namira's rot, and some potion solvents. The planks, of course, we just... Renegwith! Hello.
I can't believe the Gonfalon Colossus is just gone.
I prefer when you used to just tell me about the stuff you were reading. Interesting books you would read. Right. Need to go recipe. Millet and beef stuffed peppers and latte rose tea. Recipe. Go down to recipe. Recipe. We need to go H. Latte rose tea. Millet. Beef stuffed peppers. I cannot stack items in the guild bank. No, of course. Well, just do it the old-fashioned way. Drag it into my inventory and put it back. Looks like I've done pretty well keeping it clean. We actually had 40 duplicate stacks of recipes when I cleaned this the other day. And it doesn't take long to get back to how it was. We've already saved... Oh, this will be the 4th spot? 5th? What we'll have saved? Bank? 6th? Elsewhere pub. Stoneware. We already know it. Orcish items too. So what's that? The 8th? Rustic wardrobe. It would just be so much nicer if members could drag things and stack items in the bank. Members being able to stack items shouldn't be a risk of anything going. I mean, unless someone purposely stacks in the bank. I just... Weird. I don't know what could you possibly mess up? I don't know. It's like that. That would be easier, but I'm not allowed to stack items in the guild bank. I have to take them out, stack them myself, and then put them back. If I go here, I can go like this. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there's more. 12, 13, 13 bank space just from collecting recipes. It'd be so much easier if you could just do that in. Oh, now we put them back. Those. Did I put the single stack back for the Goa stuff? Correction, I disconnected. Welcome back. Welcome. City 17. Chosen or being chosen? You know what? Can I look? The only reason I wouldn't just have a regular chat instead of the stream elements chat. I'm gonna try regular. It doesn't have a border. Now that Stream Elements chat doesn't have a refresh button, I see no reason not to. Log in? Am I not logged into my own chat window? Is that why I need the Stream Elements chat? What a pain that they've completely messed up the layout of their own element. Okay, well, we're logged in now. We can get our own drops from our own game. And I think we're fine. We'll log back in now. Stream Elements has gone AWOL. If Bouncer isn't present, then I'm not going to have the server running. Let me check that's actually signed in. It isn't. Why not? This whole time, Bouncer hasn't even been here. Welcome back. Well, let's hope nothing got magically deleted in the netcode while I was messing about collapsing things in the bank. Where did we leave off? Everything here is collapsed. We still have 2 stuffed grape leaves. There's a KHAJIIT wearing a crown behind you. Gwen, look out! I don't trust that man. Oh no, did I break it? Is my internet just poopy, or have I broken it? Can I access my own bank? Oh no. Broken it, right? I swear that's not intentional, and also that's terribly easy to do. Esther, if that is broken, I would like to not have broken it, please. Trust McCann. Nothing else. Oredon? I've been to Oredon. That's in not Somerset? Is it in Somerset? Oredon's in Somerset, I think. I was the one who dropped out Subaru, I think, actually, but I should have quality settings enabled. I normally check to make sure quality settings are enabled on the stream, so you can drop it down to like 480p or something. I normally do. I'm so blind, sometimes I can't tell the difference. Put me 10 feet away from a screen and I'll go, is that high quality or am I just blind? Where are we? Somerset track map. The Alakia Woodworker survey, maybe we'll go have a poke around for that. Radwood treasure map, Gold Coast treasure map. These ones I'm all confident I can maybe find. High Isle Clothier survey, a Clothier survey in Gratwood. Blackwood treasure map, Rothgar, Dawn, Cold Harbour. Alakia, CE, Stormhaven and Bankakori. So, Gwenagwith.
Did you see the Colossus fall? I was here at this counter.
Am I able to access the bank? Thank you. I was a little worried. I need to go down to recipe. Garlic guar stuffed leaves. And I need to put recipe. That one back. There we go. No. Might sneak one of those too. Okay. What else can I put away? I don't think there's anything else I can really donate, is there? I made those, I'm not donating them. They're mine. Basically think that's it. Saved 13 bank space. I feel like a nuisance, but also at the same time, the bank was getting pretty full. I need to go find a trio necklace. Ooh. Trio necklace, and while we're passing by the stables... Hello. 30 extra carrot capacity! Now I can carry 170. Hello!
The volcano over on Ifilon.
8 DD, 2 healer, 1 tank, NSS.
Soon enough it will
Don't know what NSS is. That's my biggest curse here, is not having a clue what people are advertising. What's an NSS? I want... Cream. What about... Harmony? Bloodthirsty? Oh, 3,100 for an exemplary bloodthirsty necklace. Do I already have bloodthirsty on the necklace? The next best things. Okay, I might already have bloodthirsty then. There's no magnifying glass. I don't know if I've already got it. Right. Next merchant. You're new.
Don't get involved in the politics here.
No Triune. 1 exemplary harmony ring for 4k. But like 3 grits that need it. But I mean, at the risk of already having it, I don't think I have anything though. Pretty sure anything I buy is
I've
good.
had it with these trump.
So now I need a Triune. 36,000 for a necklace? No way in hell, I need a ring.
Certainty is
Especially not for 36,000. Are you new again?
Druids here confuse me.
Farmers are all the parties back in High Isle. I haven't seen you guys around for a while. Another necklace? I do need it, but not for that much money. They don't need Emporium. You're new. You weren't here last time. I mean, we could just go all traits and look for the magnifying glass. But you're getting all the way down to the bottom before we get anything left over anymore. Pretty sure
many times.
we've got harmony now. What I would like... Okay, you can sort by ring, so there we go. What I would like... I think that was it, was the ability to sort by ring.
I'm supposed to sell.
I don't need the XP anymore. This is protective, increased spell resistance and physical resistance for 4k. How much money do I have left? You know, both the rings we bought have been from the Orc. I don't think anything else has a magnifying glass. We've got every other research. We have 12,000 left. So, as long as you're not selling something
welcome to higher.
for more than $20,000. I need the research, but not that much. I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest. If I'm paying $20,000 for a Triune ring, it's to someone in the guild. I will happily pay it to someone in the guild, not to a random person in a random guild. If I'm that desperate for it, I can ask someone and give it money back to the guild to do it. Now, before we leave Gonfalon Bay, I need to put some more sails up. We should have 6 spaces free, right? 23 out of 30. What do we have here? Speaking of giving it to someone in the guild, let's just find out. These are all like late game rings, I guess. Someone crafting them and trying to make money. Or are these rare drops? Almalexia's Mercy. But do I know if someone else has crafted it? Does it say crafted by? Because right now it says seller. It would be funny if you could binds from the store. Nothing to research here though. About necklaces. Way out of my price range immediately. Like connection trash. Sometimes it takes forever to load. Still jewelry crafter rich. With a hunting's rage trait Trioon! Stop it! It's 193 red vouchers though. All I need is that damn trio. It's cheap, it's dirt cheap, and I 10k Rubidite Sabatons, trait training, set Oblivion's foe, style out. Probably don't have enough research on the blacksmith table to manage any of that. Sealed provisioning writ, with a tree invention pot roast, reward 2 red vouchers. Steep price. Then we have the holiday vouchers. Rough container cargo? Rough box boarded. These are all worth it. This is not worth at all. 1 red voucher for that questline? That's an absolute hemorrhage. Not worth in the slightest. Cereals. Grease, it's mine. Standard hickory, it's mine. Jajota, it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's not mine! Standard ruby ash. Not mine. It's not mine. Look at me go. All of the good deals in our own guild bank are me. Fine. All I have to do is entice someone to go to our guild merchant. Now see all of these blockbuster deals on materials. Anyone selling furnishing? Yankee. Ooh, how many songs of Pelennor do we have? I think I'm missing book 1. Review this. Giant white for 500. KHAJIIT frame, arched. I have one. Ooh. Common book rest. We're getting out of budget again. I am sorry. How large are these mushrooms? That's a book. That's a human-sized archway. That's the mushrooms? Oh, deal. I want mushrooms the size of a house. Alright, now we need to sell. We have 7 spaces free. We could sell a couple of those. What do we have in the bank? Bait is in the crafting bag, but we'll go and grab the bait out. Blackreach Greymore treasure map. Coverage is pretty high. No recent sales. 113 listings for it though. Minimum of 100 and a maximum of 85k. People are always trying to scam for those, aren't they? Minimum of 100, maximum of 120,000. Cold Harbour treasure maps I could sell. I could put them up for £1,000. Not too much, I don't think. Even the minimum being 100. The suggested is 200 to 300. The average is 16,000. But they have been selling 3 items, 3 days, 991. So I might grab these out. Put them up for a grand each. Simply because I'm not going to be going to Cold Harbor anytime soon. I can't put that on the store, can I? What else could I sell? These, but I don't think they sell, do they? There's 3 listings that average at 438,000. Yeah. The market is entirely people putting them up for sale and no one buying. Because they're useless. It's an old crafting material. I can make food put up, I guess. I don't think food and drink makes money back on the crafting material. Where did I get this from? Like, oh, this is in my bank. Hang on. Withdraw. Details. Ooh, fish. There we go, the fish account for 4 alone. So, these suggested 379, average 550. And I'd go 400. There's been 5 sales for 115 items in the last month. Can I push for 350? 345. Let's make it 10k flat. 10k flat. Two longfish left. Oh, it'll be 700 each. 700 total if they are 350 each. Silverfin perch. 2 sales for 57 items in the past 33 days for 9 gold? But the suggested is 245. You know what? I'll bring it down to 3,500. The spade tail. The average 530, suggested 234, and 1 sale, 33 items in the last 33 days. So if I put in 220, that gives me that. I want to round it up to 2,500. There we go. 3 openings left, and I figure that's going to be... I was about to say the bait. I could probably sell the bait. I think I'll sell the bait. Materials, provisioning, bait. For some reason, it's a food. What else do we have? We've already got 2 Jajota. I might pull 2 Cooter out on the recent. What else can I do? put some sandy ruby ash up for cheap to draw people in, okay? If I put 100 sandy ruby ash up to draw people in, consider it an investment in my other stuff selling. Materials, 2 kuta, I think I'm selling them for 3,500 each, aren't I? The fact they've sold for more than that previously. Reason enough to just refresh my history in the recent sales list. We've got the standard ruby ash, which is suggested 7, average 13. 5 listings, 1,000 items for 12. I'm gonna undercut at 8. A bonanza price, 5 listings, $12. Merchant Madness, 2 sales, 400 items in 45 days for $12. I'll list it at 10's not such a good deal, is it? You want to try and bait people in here. 10 it is. 10 it is. And we had one left, right? What was the thing we had left? Insect. 1 sale, 20 each. 20 each gives me 4,000. Deal. That was my sale. Hey, matching my own prices. Oh. We're almost done with the meaningless waste of time out here. Do we have chicken breast? We have KHAJIIT dress of faded. I'm pretty sure we have. Is that a blueprint? KHAJIIT dress faded. Chicken breast. Just one. Popular dish, apparently. There you go. And lastly, we need to put our furniture away. Good. Large mushrooms. More furniture to put away. Another jewelry crafter root. Ring of ancient mariner. And an exemplary harmony ring. Need a deposit. Ooh, Sewered Enchanting Root. Give that back. AJ! Hello. Sorry, I didn't see the messages. Oh, I'm also missing my timestamp, actually. That window. Get that sorted. I did think there was something I wasn't understanding about fish, because the fish sell for a really stupidly high price, considering how little effort you need to put in to get any. I mean, comparatively, most other crafting resources and crafting materials that you pick up earn a pittance compared to what fish do for the same amount of time put into it. I kind of figured it was to do with furnishing, that there was some kind of fish on the wall thing that you fish for. Let me get... Click. Go. Now I know how late I am to reply to people. If you fill them, you get a chance for perfect rows. Oh, that's where I've got perfect row from. When is it? One of these has it. Unless I have sold it all. No, I've got it. Filter by furnishing material. I thought it was provisioning. I've got perfect row. I know I have. I just don't know where I put it. No way I sold it all, right? I thought it was a furniture ingredient. That's why they sell for so much. There you go. Is it alchemy? I definitely don't have perfect row if it's alchemy. I have no idea what category it's in. I mean, safe to say I probably don't have it then if that's the case. It's either alchemy or provisioning. And I guess if that's... yeah, I do. Because it's gold, I know that. Right, I'll remember that. Because I do go fishing quite a bit. Very easy thing just to get paid for, honestly, if that's the case. And even if I don't get perfect row, the fish don't sell for super low once filleted. Go for like 5 each, which is better than a lot of stuff at that. Better than a lot of stuff you can sell when provisioning, I think. Deliver the glyph? Oh, that was the easiest master writ I think I've ever done. We need to deliver it to Capital Mournhold. I'm gonna go to Gratwood just to spite the game. It's so weird. My KHAJIIT is almost indecisive, honestly, on the faction it's joining. It's Ebonheart pact, so I should go to Mournhold, but then I just spend all of my time and own property in Gratwood because I'm a KHAJIIT under the Ardmere Dominion. I actually kind of like the process. Having beat Gratwood's storyline, it was a really fascinating thing where, I think it's Queen Ariane is her name, gets what seems like legitimately vouched for by some old alien gods. Which, I suppose there's a bit of a bias there, perhaps. You're in an alien ruin and they go for the alien queen, I guess, but... Even then, you know, having what could have been seen as some kind of divine intervention, from a mortal's eyes at least, reflecting onto a faction you don't actually belong to. I was definitely intruding on that territory when I was in Gratwood, but I own property here now. That whole revelation happened where Queen Ariane was actually kind of given some divine intervention signal that she's destined to be queen. I feel like that would give the character some form of conflict. I'd have to think twice about that going forward, but
The tree is so large.
it is just amusing that this whole time, every time I need to turn in a master crafting writ, it says go to Mournhold, and I just don't like the place and I keep going to Gratwood. Solidifying my character is completely indecisive in what faction they're playing. Quicker to get out here, less annoying to navigate, and honestly a prettier place. Perfect Rose used in XP pots and also a couple of endgame food items raiders use. Each piece of food sells at like 5 to 6k. Even making the food isn't that bad of a profit margin. I mean, considering technically, quote unquote, you get the perfect row for free. Did it in crafting writ? It only paid 2. Yeah.
The longer clients.
Fine. You'll see. One day I'll unlock the Triune research and then I'll come back with like 40 of the things. Oh, it's really gonna suck having to make all of those rings just from memory because you can only take one quest at a time. I'm gonna have to go into inventory, read the list of things, go out, craft the ring, go into inventory, read the next list of things. It'd be so nice if you could just accept them all at the same time. But one Jewelry crafting grid, that's it. We already have one actually at the moment. And we need the trait Harmony, which we'll get in 2 days' time. Well, 2 days plus the research time, so we'll have Harmony in 2 weeks at this rate. Mila will buy any perfect row you get. I'll keep that in mind actually. I do prefer trading within the guild as opposed to elsewhere.
Now, as I'm sure you've all noticed, the Elden Tree is impressively tall.
Alright, I need to go. Treasure.
Excuse me, is it really at the top? If so, how would one
Somerset
get up
treasure
there to
map.
meet
Do we
with
have
him?
a Somerset
Has 3
survey?
landings within it. The topmost one takes you to the
Oh, we
king's
have a
throne.
Radwood treasure map 4.
Is worth it,
That's the one I
I
never
assure
found.
you.
We do have a Clothier survey though. Clothier survey is at the bottom of the map. Let's head there. The treasure map for Gratwood. Despite having done 15 laps of this place through and through, there are still pockets that I haven't found, and the treasure map 4 is in one of those pockets. I'm also having a similar problem with a place in High Isle. This High Isle treasure map... Oh, did I find it? Oh, I might have found my High Isle treasure map. Because I've only got the Clothier survey left. Unless I banked it.
Deposit?
Oh, draw. Do I have a High Isle one? No, I must have found it. Okay. So the only one left that I've got to find that I should be able to find is this Gratwood one. Not enough laps of the place. Now, I want to go through this because there's a couple of details I can't iron out. There is clearly some kind of shrine in the middle with some stonework thing and 3 pylons around it. That originally made me think of Hersene's shrine here in Gratwood, but it wasn't the case. You've then got these 2 larger stones and the one over there, which look like the backplate to what was Hersene's shrine. The case. The only thing, it almost looked like an archway over there. That's just, I think, a tree with a bit of odd shaping. And the rock detailing here. The 4th key point is that you are up from above looking down onto this place, and it's here at the tree that you're meant to find the treasure. I refuse to cheat. I am not Googling this location because it has got so many distinct visual indicators that I want to have that satisfaction of figuring it out myself. There are so many indicating factors here that should make this easy enough to pick up when you see it in the game. But I've done laps. I can't for the life of me find this place. Moderately infuriating. I've tried every Cult of the Worm hideout that I can think of. I've gone to all of those digging grounds that the Cult of the Worm have around the place. Not a single one has a shrine like that. And that's the key thing I'm focusing on too. Where is it? Gratwood treasure map. I'm focusing on this shrine in the middle because that seems to be the defining factor. The stonework lattice carvings there, and you've got little tiny stones here. 3 figures or pylons of some kind. Has to be it. I just gotta go find it. This was easy. Giant crate here. I wonder where my Clothier survey is. Hey, Raiden, welcome in. I'm surprised you guys are up so late, actually. Or this early. Depending on whether or not you've slept yet or not. Oh yeah, I've definitely gone... that was one of the first things I did when I reskilled this character a couple of days ago. Potions and food to make sure I have more. I think the only thing I don't have is brewer, which is make more drinks when you craft a drink. I should have the duplicates for all of the potions and poisons. I think I get 4 potions per craft and 16 poisons per craft, which is absolutely phenomenal. Especially because I've started actually using my poisons now. The food one was the last thing I picked up, which was craft 3 of the same food because I was making... Where is it? Do I not have it equipped? I was making this, which I know is probably not a great item. It's fine. It's fine for what I'm doing. 5,600 magic over 2 hours is fine, because I pop one of these, and then I pop an XP scroll, and there's no level cap. It scales with level, so I can give this to my other toons as well. The same thing. Pop one of these, pop an XP scroll, and go do dungeons for 2 hours. Is my plan. And I think that should work. I was planning to try it out with my new character I got the other day. But that was one of the reasons I picked the food multiplier over the brewer multiplier, because the brewer one will be next. I don't make a lot of drinks though. I go for raw stats over the regen at the moment when I'm doing dungeon runs. You go to Artaeum in Somerset and fish for clam gull, they're used for Artaeum pickled fish bowl, and they are expensive. I've seen Artaeum have unique fishing spots. Speaking of, we got our clothing writ. I think my next stop is going to be... I'm not doing the Gratwood treasure map, that thing has driven me insane. We have Gold Coast. I should know the Gold Coast well enough that I should be able to pick this, but the geography has changed since the Third Era. We also have High Isle, Auridon, right? Artaeum, Auridon. Which one am I thinking of? That is a bizarre map. Artaeum, Auridon. I have maps for Auridon, don't I? I have the wrong maps. I don't want these. I want Artaeum.
You're gold.
I don't think I have. I don't think I would have ever seen one. It would just be a Somerset map, I imagine. Which we already have. So, Somerset either way. Go to the Way Shrine and head off. Ah! I need to turn that off. I forgot that was running. That was from when I was doing speedruns. You could either bet that I would beat the speedrun or not. Give me a sec, I'll shut that off on the phone. Let's head... Here we go. Hang on, I didn't even check where we're going. Ross Mackay would be an easy treasure map to find too. First treasure map. Well, it's suddenly not looking so easy anymore. Treasure map 2. Right. It's a river. There's a tower in the background. Treasure map 3. Okay, I might be screwed. We'll give him a go anyway. What's the worst that can happen? We can take a... We'll go up to Schloss Mackay if it gets too hard. So we've got a couple of riverbeds through here, the one we poisoned the other day. We have the main riverbed here, with the abyssal world boss thing at the end. There is a river here next to a path. I don't think that would be... Travel here. Let me get rid of that timer I left running. Stream outputs. What's the bait you use in Artaeum though? Because it's not called... It's not a foul fishing spot. It's not salt water, it's not lake. It's like a perfect fishing spot or something. It's got its own name that I've not seen before. And the bait wheel doesn't seem to have a spot for bait for it. I don't know if I'm... There is one spot free, so if I go to bait... If I go to on the bait wheel... let's see if I can find one. There's one spot I haven't found that I might... Not a guild trader. You have Triune. Are you just a regular merchant?
Could that blasted mercenary be?
Oh. Let's head down to the river here though and see if we can find the one of the treasure maps. A little stuttery at the moment. Ooh! Ooh, ooh! Ooh, ooh! Is there a tree with barnacle on it nearby? I almost thought. Hang on. Hang on. It wasn't a tree, was it? Is there a rock with a barnacle on it nearby? No? Yes? Right, that was easy, surprisingly. Which one was that? There you go. Hey! Who said this was gonna be hard? It don't seem super worth it, but at the same time, they're not selling. I thought the high IO ones would have the most chance at selling. 78 gold and a soul gem. You get a bit of everything, honestly. And some of these, I don't have a lot of stuff collected. Like Vanna's Lightning Staff would be good to scrap just to get the collection. The rest, you know, I've never found anything in them that's made me go, wow. But I know there's always that tiny chance you find something. So it's been nice going through them because I'd had almost 24 of them backlogged that I just hadn't done at all. Ooh. I don't know if the next one's going to be upriver or not. I also need to remember what I was doing. Turning off the timer. Right, next treasure map. Somerset 2. This is the one up the river that I'm thinking of. We have silhouettes. So there is some kind of chapel, tower, castle in the background. At the very least, a stronghold or a keep city. Mountains behind that. And it is definitively a river, surely. It's got the barnacle stuff there on the coastline. And it seems fairly accessible by foot. City in the background. It's gotta be this one. Gotta be the tower here, surely. What could... It could also be here. Maybe. We've got another city close by to another river. Not likely this one because of that. And there's also the chance it's here. And either one of these buildings are the reason. Because you've got to remember there's also a mountain range. Honestly, this river counts twice because you've got the Portal to Artaeum. Oh, the mountain range being here though. I'm gonna need to think of that as well. We've also got mountains here. We'll cover all three. Let's go further up the river here and see if we can find any. I don't think so, right? I don't know if any of these circles here are going to have tower tips. No, it's like a proper old castle. Like a rook from a chess piece. Still, no point travelling away until we've confirmed it isn't this. What's the view over here, though? Because it may not be a close-by town. It could be a little while away. Don't think we have barnacles here on this river, though. That's a little encampment. Oh well. Can you way shrine portal from a dungeon out? Steel poison. Spoiled food. I'm sure the person who owns the spoiled food will regret its loss. But if I go into the dungeon, the way shrine in there, can that be used to leave to another way shrine for free? Let's find out. Oh, let's not find out that way. Idiot. Now this is a heist. We have to be a tad sneakier than your average citizen. So when you enter Cloud Rest, do so through the old passageway. I'll make sure it's unlocked for you, don't worry. P.S. Don't leave this note on the ground just for anyone to find. Remember what happened in the Eleanor. You're about to enter a group trial. Are you ready to leave your current zone? No. Okay. So that's... There's no point joining a group if I'm then going to portal out and leave the instance. That's a bit rude. So, we'll just go on foot. Or pay money. We'll try this one next. We're gonna look for... There's a barnacle rock thing. It's probably some kind of old coral. Or that... What do you call squid bone? There's a lot of fish that turn into rocks of a certain kind, actually. I think it is cartilage, is it? Cartilage corpses. Do you have a tree in ring? No. Do you have a tree in ring? No. Tree in ring for the poor? Aren't you the same vendor? Sorry?
As soon as I heard...
That's gonna be some kind of glitch. Unless the guild genuinely has paid for 2 vendors at this square. We need to head north. I think 40 PM. I just caught that, sorry. That's not as late as I thought, for some reason. I figured it'd be closing at midnight. The river is flowing outwards, makes sense. Let's head inland. I actually do wonder. I was thinking before, maybe one of these maps is actually based on Artaeum and not in Somerset. I've never seen an Artaeum map, so I don't know. I don't know if they have their own category of treasure maps. It doesn't look likely. I'd have to pop a daily dungeon just to see if we can't spice things up. What's the level cap for that thing I joined that I haven't heard a word about since? There's meant to be some YouTuber beef. Some kind of beef. Someone was meant to get a bunch of low levels. Under a certain level. I don't want to go over that cap. I think the high cap was 600. I'm a while away from hitting that and disqualifying myself. If it's 300, I'll have to be careful though. I don't have Ember, do I? I can't just leave Ember to finish off the thing. Speaking of... Get your butt out here. At least until we find a fishing place. Oh. I found a fishing place, Ember. This one's a river. Oh, we should have plenty of river bait. I'm sorry, Ember. Bye. Come on, a river bait. It's fish staring into the reflection of the sun, and be thankful that I don't have bloom turned on. Didn't know this, but apparently these fishing holes have like X amount of fish in them. So I forget what I was looking up, but I was looking into something online and reading up, just randomly came across someone saying that they hate when people half fish a hole. I've heard the same complaint about other crafting places, like when you go to a runestone or a Sigil portal and you only take the good stuff out and leave the crap stuff to sit there, it takes longer to respawn. I get the mechanic, but I never knew fishing holes worked like that. I just thought fishing holes stayed there for like a period of time and then disappeared and came back. It never crossed my mind that a fishing hole would actually be a limited resource that you had to completely empty.
Don't drink and say drink only
Water
and
milk.
else
Bones be weak. Like in Skyrim, water is healthy as fuck, bitch.
You better drink,
Water,
drink,
water,
drink,
water,
drink,
water, bitch.
drink,
Water,
drink,
water,
drink,
water, bitch.
drink,
Water,
drink,
water,
drink,
water, bitch.
drink,
Water,
drink,
water,
drink.
water, bitch.
Isn't River Betty the No, River Betty just has the icon of a bait, I think. Good morning, Sparkle. Morning. Good afternoon. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, you are playing Resident Evil. Were we heading tonight then? So, I guess what AJ was saying earlier is all the fish caught from anywhere in the game have a chance for perfect row. Which from memory does sell ridiculously high. I pulled out my weapon. But I do want to go to Arteum and actually try and find one of these special fishing spots, because I don't know what bait you need or if they're like the magical fishing spot. I pulled out my weapon again. Nope, saved it. I should actually... There's only one bait I haven't collected, and that's what I don't know if that's the bait I need. So we've got here empty. Well, apparently shad river bait, minnow is lake bait. So you've got different quality baits. But that makes me think there's just a premium ocean bait. Because you've got two types of foul bait, lake bait. Oh, there's the other foul bait. So there's another one missing down here. Insect parts of river bait, salt water, and lake. We've got lake, river. We don't have the salt water premium bait. That's where I'm confused. There's only the one spot left that I haven't found. that might be for the special Arteum fishing spot. I might have to just go fishing in Arteum and see if I catch any weird baits, I guess. Did we catch a salmon with... salmon? No, we caught salmon with shad. Quite a lot of fish in this one. Normally it runs dry by this point. So, this isn't the river we need to be at then, which leaves southwest as the only river next to a town. After that, I suppose we go to rivers that are kind of close to a town. Most buildings should be marked on the map. You could even see way shrines before you found them. Bit of a river to the south. There's a lake to the south, but I don't know if it has like a river coming down from the south of that lake. And there we go. That's the end of the fishing hole. Let's have a quick look. There is... I don't think the vineyard down here is going to be the tower in the background, but it might be this. No? There's no pyre. Like spike. We need a spike stabbing the sky kind of look to this place. Maybe that's what we should focus on finding. Let's find the silhouette of a spike stabbing the sky and look for rivers nearby. In the meantime, though, we could check Arteum while we're here. There is a spike over there, but, well, we just cleared the river near here, so... Head to the Way Shrine and go down to the southwest, near the last river next to any sort of compound. After that, we might jump over to Arteum and make sure that that's not the place we're meant to be looking at. Now we know there was a mountain crawling away from the left. The building was to the left of a mountain range. Those are the sorts of spikes though, so it's definitely some kind of city or city-state. We just need the mountain range between us and it. Alright, I'm gonna take a really quick break. We'll try just...
You're the one who stopped the Maumur offensive. Divines bless you.
It's a Malma? Did I? I should have been paying more attention in the trials and dungeons, I think. Right, so... down here we have another city and another river. We are going to travel slightly to the north, because I feel like there's also that river there to the north as well, as one going to the coastline. But I've been surprisingly quick. I was expecting to get a minute or two. I still have to take a break. So instead, you're going to listen to the lovely lute playing provided to you by the Elder Scrolls Online. I'll be back very shortly. I don't know if I could sneak a snack. I've run out of snacks in the house. I have some chocolate. I know what I'm gonna get. Oh, I can't put the AFK screen on like this. I'm playing the lute. I'll interrupt my own lute playing. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Arrived back with my chocolate. Also made the awkward realization that I have to do some shopping. Oh, I've got plenty of plenty of time before they close. Right. Now. I do still have to do some shopping, but I don't have to think about that for a while, so to treasure hunting. I found the one song that actually loops. Not to mention, trying to wait to time this for a bow never works because everyone's client-side music is different. might be listening to that song. Someone else could be listening to a smooth bop I'm playing. It would be nice. It would be nice if the game could send and receive just the name of a song. Like, I don't think it's that much data on top of what the game already sends. To say, if I pull out the loot, I obviously request out to the server that I want to pull out a loot so that everyone else sees that I'm pulling out a loot. It's still talking that I'm doing the action. All it has to do on top of that... All it has to do on top of that is say playlist song 4, and everyone can get playlist song 4. Do you mind? Thank you. It would be nice to see in the future.
These mysterious deaths are our business to solve, not yours.
Did I do this on the mage? I might have done this on the... I did! Okay, I did that on the mage. Right. Okay, I've not quested in Somerset then on Majasa. Interesting. Very interesting, because there's a couple of quests I actually wanted to find different outcomes for. Sort of knowing how they end, I want to go back and try and find out if I can get a better way to go about it. Some of them had some brilliant twists, too. So I did... Somerset questline was completed on my Sorcerer then, not on my Templar. Way to get to the river over here?
Enough, Silery. These mysterious deaths are our business to solve, not yours.
I'm having deja vu. Didn't I just run past that? Have I done a loop? Where have I gone?
Ember the Sorcerer reporting for duty.
One of what?
It is good to be...
Right. Real quick, juggling maps like that. not so likely to be this one, is it? It looks like the camera's looking downstream towards the town. Not that there's a mountain range coming off of it. There is one over there, though. Well. Tall mountain, a tall tower on a mountain. I don't know if that fits the bill, though. I don't know if this does fit the bill. Around we go. Can't go 2 feet without finding a crafting material thingy. In English. Crafting node. Thank you, brain. I was driving so fast before, I think I left my brain behind in a different continent. What the hell is that lightning? Alright, fair warning then. There's lightning outside. So if my power goes out, you know where I've gone. Judging from the distance the thunder is. The storm is only a couple of miles away, too. It's bizarre. Out of nowhere, lightning and thunder. So we have pylons here. And a river just to the south. I don't think the river to the south is going to be far away enough to merit. Do we have any stolen goods? Oh, we do actually. The Gold Coast map. Should we go make some more thefts and actually make an effort to launder some stuff today? It's not too bad. Just to do occasionally to get some levels on Legitimate and Thieves Guild. I will admit, alchemy is my weakest thing. I almost protestantly refuse to take the Keen Eyes perk for any of the crafting abilities. I've never had trouble spotting any of these crafting resources. They stick out like something I can't think of. They stick out a lot though. I'll think of something later and let you know. But Nirnroot's one of the easiest you can find for alchemy because it sings. You hear it before you see it. This is going to be the dilemma. The river's flowing out from... I don't know we're going to find this place. We might have to check Auradon. Like, crafting materials aren't terribly difficult to stumble across even just while you're out questing or looking for treasure. You took a little while to die there, buddy. I don't know if I should power down. I've got a little bit of lag. And with the storm outside, my net or my computer could be powered down at any point, so... I don't know if it's worth closing stream early and getting this shopping done that I needed to get done. There was another treasure over here. Somerset Treasure 1. Outcrop, big mountain, and it's under this outcrop of rock. Does not appear to be what we're on. Hold on. Maybe the stuff off the coast to be more of a giveaway for that treasure map from the other one. But until we get back to a way shrine, I think we've exhausted all of our... What's that? Have a look. No, this is definitely... This could be looking upstream, to be fair. But it's a very wide river. There is a river here too. Might not even have to be a stream. These are lakes. There's a bridge running through some lakes here. I don't really know where else it could... We've got the river up here right next to the pathway. These were flat palisade, like rook type towers. You did have the spikes over here. You do have the spikes over here. You need another place with spiky. Might have to try Artium. I'll run along the coast here until we get back to the waypoint though. We might have to cut it short, sadly. With the storm kicking in, lightning only being a couple of miles away, I think I might just power down for the night. Go get my shopping done. Dinner early on... Oh, early? No, on time, for once.
This is so much better than reading.
Be nice to actually have dinner before 10 PM. Uploads. Bite me. Don't bite me. Look what you did. Definitely a little more laggy than normal though. Top's just not loading in at the moment. Oh, I left past some wood back there. Ruby ash wood over here. I ran right past after staring at it. Hardwood. Okay, that was worth coming back for then. I do need to get better at catching Blessed Thistle and Nightshade. I think Nightshade's the other one I miss. Most of the other alchemy stuff I'm fairly good at though. Water hyacinth. Or hypochondria, whatever it is. The purple one on the riverbeds, that one's easy to spot because you know where it spawns. Known root sings to you, and it's always on a water source. But you get Blessed Thistle, is off colour to any grass I've seen it pitched against. Dragon Thorn, I think the plant is called, is always yellow. Then you have Mountain Flower, which is yellowy orange. Pablos is blue. Cornflower is blue. All of those ones I can see. It's Blessed Thistle and Nightshade that I catch myself missing sometimes. Columbine is a bit harder to see because the flowers are tiny, but they're red. Oh, you began your board Blanky project? For a terrifying preview, check Discord. I didn't even agree to this. I can't even say what have I agreed to. This is the first I've heard about it. What have I not agreed to? Terrifying way to find out about something. Oh, got a lemon on it. Oh my lord, even the emotes are lagging. I might have to call it. The weather might be interfering with the internet. The weather's probably interfering with the internet. What I'm gonna go with. Not like this happens every time I stream, is it? Clearly not. The weather, that's the problem. Are you streaming yet, Sparkle? Sounds like you might have been distracted. Because I might be ending fairly soon. Yeah, I know the game normally lags, but normally not my whole internet lags as bad. So, you know, business as usual, but also I'm blaming the internet and the weather. Because sounds aren't loading in the game is casting abilities 3 seconds too late. Things are dying and I can loot them, but I don't see it until like 4 seconds later. No noise, but we'll get to the noise in a second. Blessed Thistle. I caught that one. But that one's an easy one. That's not in a... Not really in a bed of flowers or a bushel of grass? Bushel of grass? Did we run past the way shrine? What? Run past the way shrine. I'm gonna blame that on the weather too. What do I need to do when I go shopping? I need to ask my butcher about what the hell I ate last night for dinner. I think it was pork, but it looked like a steak. And it cooked like a steak. It's seared like a steak. Before it was finished cooking, I cut it open to make sure it was white or red meat, and I still couldn't tell it was brown. But it had a part that looked medium rare. Blech. English? Hey, we got kicked. Yeah, okay. I'm probably gonna have to call it then. The weather and everything acting like this. It's a bit much. We're gonna go to Artaeum. Are there any rivers in Artaeum? No. Like a little lake. A river there. But we're here for the fish. To lag less. The brief few minutes. Because I am going to have to raid out of the next 10.
Hello there.
Oh no!
Back again. And you? For a grand reopening, I assume.
Hi, Jonathan! Welcome in! With a party of 26! Welcome in, Azad! Shahusho! How is everyone? How was your stream, Jonathan? Oop. That would have worked, right? That work? That did work. Almost bedtime, Piyush. Awkwardly, I've been contemplating ending early because a storm has just hit my neighborhood. The lightning's a couple of miles out. And my internet has kind of dipped drastically since it's come about. I don't run on Wi-Fi. I'm blaming the weather anyway. It's easier that way. But it seems to be clearing up. Just a flash storm out of nowhere. But no, we did have lightning and thunder a couple of minutes ago, and they weren't. It was very close.
Before you ask, yes.
So you've joined me contemplating ending stream! Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. For those who don't know me, my name is BordBrain. I stream scuffed content. I have a button that makes the screen go funny looking. Terrible. Terrible, terrible content. And at the moment it's hemorrhaging. Apparently I'm buffering and all sorts too, so I may genuinely be able to blame the weather, but I don't think I've ever had weather affect my internet like this before. It might... sorry. It might just be a bad day for it.
Oh, drink only water and milk. Else you're going to be weak. Like in Skyrim.
It's still opening the chat at the rate it already happened.
You better drink.
I've done that
water, drink. Water, drink. Water, drink. Water, bitch. Oh, drink. Water, drink. Water, drink. Water, bitch. Oh, drink. Water, drink. Water, drink. Water, bitch. Oh, drink. Water, drink.
And thank you for the subscription, Azad. Give me a second. Snacking on some dark chocolate. It's almond dark chocolate, and one of the almond flakes got stuck in my throat. I had to take a drink of water. What better timing to have a hydrate redeemed? Thank you, Azad. Lord. And thank you for the subscription. Sorry, before I choked on my little almond flake there. 7 months in a row. That's legitimately, that's like since the beginning. I don't really... I struggle with words on the best days, but I really do appreciate it. For as much as I've been on and off for the last couple of months, I'm trying to get back properly into it, and I'm focusing on my diet. If I do end stream, I will be going to the butcher's, and I'm focusing on red meat in my diet lately, because it definitely helps out. Just getting me through the day. Have that iron content. Are you not in the Sunday common room? Oh shoot, that was this morning, wasn't it? There's my first response. I don't generally keep what track day it is. I have been meaning to join, but I will also say too, I've been rebalancing my sleeping pattern as well. It's not just me being absolutely horrible at keeping a schedule anymore. It's also part in the part that I'm waking up super late in the day sometimes. trying to find that balance again, because I do work from midday to midnight on Mondays, so that'll be tomorrow. And trying to balance around that for my sleeping pattern recently has thrown a wrench into the clockwork. Not the saying, is it? But the sleeping pattern I'm aiming to hit, what I'm trying to aim for is that I want to be able to go to work tomorrow, get home at midnight, have dinner, and stream for a couple of hours. Pardon me. Maybe 5, 6, or 7 hours, and then sleep and wake up later. Because I don't work super early in the morning, I think that can work out. The only thing that's going to take a hit is going to be my IRL social life, because my partner is normally only home in the mornings and disappears after midday. So if I'm sleeping in to just before midday, it's not going to be... Yeah. I'll figure it out though. Because either way, tomorrow I will get home from work at midnight and eat dinner at 1 in the morning. That's what I do after work. The only change I'm trying to make is then streaming after that instead of falling asleep. And I want to make that my... Because I normally was streaming. It was London midday, which is about my 5 in the morning. So I'm trying to shift my schedule a little earlier into the London morning slot instead of the London midday slot. So hopefully on the Sundays, I'll be able to actually join you a little earlier than normal, depending on when you start the Sunday run. Because normally the reverse boss run was 5 in the morning for me. But I can make myself busy. So long as I'm keeping busy, I don't think I'll fall asleep. And that's the big thing I need to focus on, is not just getting lazy and having a warm meal and going, oh, it would be nice to lie down now. No, I need to actually have the meal, get a cup of tea, sit down and start streaming and do something to keep myself active, at least mentally, so I don't pass out. That way, I'm hoping to sort of etch myself back into that London morning time slot. Fingers crossed I can pull it off and it doesn't mess things up terribly. That's my goal though, currently. I'm almost there. I'm looking for a river at the moment. The storm has subsided actually, so I might keep going for a little while, and it doesn't seem like I'm having too many issues. I am looking for... Go down here. There is a Somerset treasure map too. There is a riverbed, a barnacle, and a tower somewhere over in the horizon. That doesn't have any spikes. I don't know if that would count. Probably not. Doesn't look like it's here. But I'm not... We don't have a lot of rivers that we can go to for this place to be found. I still can't seem to find it. We'll head back to the mainland though. I really don't think that's it. Oh, we were going to find fishing spots while we're here, but I can do that later. So, we checked. There is a small chance that the photo was looking upstream and not downstream. Which could mean it's somewhere along here, but we did check that last. There's no tower nearby here. Thunderhold. That's... Okay, that's like a combat area. That's not where we're looking for. We do have a tiny river here, but I don't think this building has a spire. This town here does have a spire. And we have a river going to the north and to the south. We also have another one there. The thing that's catching me off guard is the fact that there's clearly... Back up again. There's what I can only assume is a mountain range over here, next to the spire. You've got the spire over there, and then I assume a mountain range, but it could be a tree line. It's hard to tell, because it's not defining itself as a rocky outcrop, or just the top of trees, either way. This sea kebab, what did they call it? Barnacle. definitely is the defining thing that's going to give it away though, because if there's any riverbed with a barnacle in it, you're fairly safe taking that as the place you might be. We just need to find the barnacle, but also need it to have a spire in the background. We've got 3 rivers here. There's the river to the north of this split, and the one going down south. I'm gonna travel here. We'll see what we can find. Because all of the major cities in Somerset have spikes on them. It has to be one of the major cities that we need to face towards. No, see that? It's a different outline, but that's the kind of thing I'm looking for in the silhouette as well. There's a little bit of that mountain sort of disappearing off into the distance. The reason I'm starting to think it might be a tree line is because there's no mountain behind any of these spikes. They're too high. Nor is there anything that lines up that way. Let's try the river to the north, because we do have the geography we're standing on may well just be the mountain we're looking for. 5 AM, your sleep schedule talk is irrelevant. I used to be much better at juggling stuff. Unfortunately, now having a day job again, I can't exactly just laze about and whimsically take my days as they come and go. I was so good though during my holidays. Back when I was in my brief period of unemployment, my only schedule was streaming. So it didn't particularly matter. I could get up whenever I wanted, start the stream. It'd be 5 in the morning, 10 at night. So long as I didn't miss the one schedule I had, which was the stream itself, I was fine. But then day job comes along and it's like, nope, you need to be over at this physical place in the world, at this physical time locally. It's like, oh. It's so bad, I just have to find the bridge between the two. And I think it's going to be staying up super early in the morning and streaming then. That way I can hopefully join the Sunday community runs. And still get enough time to sleep and rest before I have to head to work. So I'm closing in on that sleeping pattern at the moment. We have... There's a river over there. Spikes over here. Although there's the mountain range I thought I would be looking at seems to be in front of... This has got it at like the same distance, but I guess we'll head to the river over there to the northwest and see if we can find anything. I missed my marker there. We lived. See if we can find any of those barnacles in the riverbed. You do the same, always stream at 8 even though food makes you cozy. It's really a struggle. I am absolutely terrible for food comas. I think it's a mixed thing too, because usually by the time you have dinner, you've been sitting down if you've got a desk job, or if you're hobby as computers like me, then you've usually been in a chair sitting down for most of the day. So after dinner time, it really feels like the perfect moment to get out of the chair, find something comfier, which usually is a bed, which usually then follows in suit. I think at this point I've maybe just formed a synapse there. Warm food equals get out of chair and bed. But I'm trying to break it. Keeping myself busy, even after I've eaten lunch, breakfast, or off time. Whatever it might be. I'm streaming more often, trying to get out of the lazy habit of, just being lazy, I guess is what you'd call it. Coming out of a case of lethargy of any kind, it's really difficult to kind of find any rhythm in a daily pattern again. But work's kicking it out of me. The day job is definitely making me form some kind of schedule. So that's the river there. There's the pylons. But do we have a barnacle? I have the frozen game. Pylon. I don't see a barnacle. We do have 2 pieces of the puzzle. It may not be the right place, but the closest I've found to lining any of these silhouettes up. Honestly, it doesn't feel too bad. We just need the barnacle and we'll know. The tree's blocking out the spire, but don't tell me the river ends. These big rocks in the way though. There's no way it's all the way over to the north, is it? That my scuff that you button off, right? I've done that more than half a dozen times at this point. Run the intro, press the scuff thingy button, and then just forget. So, talking about all of that though, have you been doing the community run this whole day? Or did you switch to something else in the afternoon? In the evening, rather, more astutely. As if I probably should have checked. I didn't see you online earlier, but I know when you normally break for dinner and then come back. I don't know if you switched or not. I could have actually joined. I feel a bit silly actually, all this talk of missing out on the community run if you were doing it this evening. That doesn't seem to be the river, so we're going to head back down south. We've got the way shrine we spawned at before. If you're honestly, even if I mess up my sleeping pattern, I'm awake. This is super late, isn't it? Hang on. Let's actually look up. What time is it at London? Midnight, right? London is 1 in the morning. Yeah, so if you broke off for dinner and came back and you've been doing the community run all this time, there's no reason I can't join, no matter what my sleeping schedule is at that point. Oh, we have a riverbed over here. Thank you for the raid, Jonathan, though, and I hope you do get a good night's rest.
You there! Do something useful and come help me!
Not when you ask like that, lady. Is the lake up there in the building? Impressive. But how? No worries, Azad. And thank you again for the resubscription. 7 months in a row. It is very much appreciated. Just the support alone. The fact people come back and say hi is enough for me. I was very low expectations when I started the stream up, but it's been amazing having people just come in and say hello. That's all I asked for. So thank you very much for the subscription though. I do appreciate it. But I hope you get a good night's rest as well. I'm going to desperately try and find this riverbed. We have on the other end of the same river here. What a fish! 3 fish. Looks
Seeking a sip
like...
of fine Russifeld red? Prepare for disappointment.
Yeah. Sorry, can you come again?
Headed to the famed Russifeld winery, traveler. Well then, it seems I'm not the only one who'll be disappointed today. Old Hallimorian's been offed by those wood elves. Won't be any wine tastings for a while, I'd wager.
Okay. There's been a murder.
Just what I heard from one of the bailiffs. Apparently, some daffy Bosmer called the Ghost of the Green did it, but no one knows for sure. The investigation's hit a snag. Something about the rule of 3. Superstitious nonsense, if you ask me.
All of you elves have ridiculous rules. I just came from Gradwood and there's no end of rules about what leaves you can't step on, what flowers you're not allowed to use alchemy for.
Indeed. Until they find a suitable third investigator, the Juris Reeves and Revelators are left to sit on their hands. Nonsense. Why not go lend them a hand? They'll likely just tell you to go jump into the sea, but it can't hurt to ask.
I'm absolutely astonished you're in agreement with me on that, but thank you. Either way, though, I'm gonna go over and see what all the fuss is about. At the very least, it's all solved and I'll get some nice wine. What's that quest, though? Well, slight detour. We'll go back to hunting rivers for barnacles. Once we find out what's going over here at the winery.
An examiner's quorum needs 3 members. You both know this.
Not this again.
It's not just superstition, Soraville. We need outside perspective.
So, what? We just randomly recruit the next adventurer that passes by?
Oh, hi. Why can't you do it? You're here.
And just like that, Auriel provides. Greetings, Caraval. I am Chief Juris Reeve Tarnamir of the Divine Prosecution. Or at least I was, in the long ago. I know this is unorthodox, but perhaps you'd be interested in helping us.
With what exactly?
As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. The particulars of this murder... Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They need fresh eyes. Yours, I believe.
So what would be my official duty? I'm not exactly law enforcement here.
You would take on the duties of the Adminan, the listening eye. An auspicious role. The Adminan serves as the fulcrum, balancing competing theories. They also collect evidence, interview suspects and the like. What do you say?
I would like to say, what is the point of a Justicar if they can't do any of that? Are you paying?
I thank the Divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Hallimorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But the assassin, the Ghost of the Green, that's altogether different.
So the Ghost of the Green has something to do with the murders, obviously. I mean, the guy along the road just outside said as much.
Better to ask Lorne about it. Capturing the ghost was her obsession for a time. The fact that he's returned does not sit well with her. I can say no more. I don't want to prejudice your impressions. The admin should bring a fresh perspective.
So Lorne is... He's done this before, then?
They're the most gifted investigators I've ever trained. Soraville has keen eyes and solid instincts when it comes to reading people. Good at finding pressure points, you know? As for Lorne, she has a mind like a dwarven puzzle box.
Nothing gets in or out, right?
For Lorne, logic is an art. She's clinical in her sensibilities, precise. Many of us have come to rely on magical inquiry to solve crimes. She relies on her wits and intuition instead. Of course, this case presents unique challenges.
This is where you bring up her history with the Green Man. But again, like I repeat myself, if there's history, did you not catch him the last time?
Lorne and Soraville drifted apart shortly after they caught the original Ghost of the Green. It's a complicated matter, not my story to tell.
Even more beef.
Suffice it to say, this case cuts deep, and Lorne seems distracted. I hope you can help her keep her wits.
Okay. So you were on the case last time.
So you'll be joining us. Good. Call me Lorne. No need for flowery titles. We Altmer have too many names already.
Like me.
I'm glad you're here. Outsiders often make the best adminins. A fresh pair of eyes will be essential here. More essential than usual.
Because you have beef with the other Justicar and also were on the previous investigation for the guy that got away?
It's a long and depressing story. One I'm not keen to recount. For now, just know that whoever murdered Halimorian took great pains to make it look like the work of the Ghost of the Green. A killer that Soraville and I apprehended decades ago.
Oh, you did get him. So, it's an imposter, a copycat murder.
The Ghost always left a signature to let us know it was him. He killed each victim with a single wood elf arrow to the heart, then laid a fern over the body. The fern is here, but the shot was sloppy, and the arrow is of high elven make. It's odd.
So it's not the Ghost of the Green Man. You seem to have already made all the deductions in this investigation. Is the intent to capture whoever's doing the well, I suppose that is the intent. Capture whoever's making the copycat murders. And figure out... You've done a lot of the deductions already, it seems.
I need to examine the body in more detail. Can you do a sweep of the vineyard? If you find anything, blow this whistle. It also might be worth questioning people in town. They'll be more forthcoming with an outsider.
That is the opposite of true, but I appreciate you being very kind about that. Well, we've got quest markers on. Not on the compass, but annoyingly, you get no choice with the ones above people's heads. Hello? A long way?
It really is too bad about Halimorian. I told him he shouldn't be so free with his politics. It's a different climate now, after all. You have to watch what you say around people. On the upside, it's good to be rid of a rival vintner.
You planning to make a purchase on the property? I see you've already got a drink to his honor.
Oh, darling, you're a bit late to the party if that's why you're here. I already submitted my statement to the Revelators, and my alibi is thrice confirmed. To be honest, the only reason I'm still here is to find one of my servant girls.
Have you found them?
Yes, a charming young wood elf named Farrell. I only recently brought her on. She used to work for the late Halimorian, but there was some kind of incident. I don't know the details.
So you've... you've poached his staff, and I suppose soon his land. I guess that's not really poaching if he's not using it. Hey, welcome back. The second disconnect in the same hour. I might actually be allowed to legally blame the weather at this point. The storm passed us, but further down from us is the main power battery for most of my side of the state. Power hub? I don't know, they probably have batteries. I don't know. We haven't really done anything, but I will abandon the questline. We'll start from scratch next time I'm on, and I think that's going to be it for today. We've had 2 dropouts. I'm going to have to call. I can't keep... There's no point forcing it. We've been going for 6 hours. As I was saying though, I might be back on later tonight after dinner. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy something from the butcher's to cook. I'm gonna cook it fresh. Fresh butcher meat is the best, honestly. So much better than off the packet frozen snap stuff. But I do need to actually go get it. So that's gonna be now. I'm gonna call it. Might be back later tonight because the time slot I'm trying to carve out for myself is that early morning London time, which will be assumedly 7 hours from now. Probably start at midnight and keep going, or maybe a little earlier, but I think I'm going to start setting myself midnight onwards as my time schedule. We'll see what happens from there. So tonight I'll aim to be back at 12 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, Monday. And I'll probably go for a little while. I won't go too long, because I do have work tomorrow and I don't want to sleep through. We'll see. I'll probably log back in. I'll log back in now. We'll cancel the quest here. And we'll start it again when we get back. Until then, though, we are definitely going to go raid Sparkle, because I haven't raided Sparkle in a while. Wumpy is on, and I will give Wumpy a shout out, because Wumpy's on his way trying to grind to getting affiliate. He is playing Doom 2 Hell on Earth, and honestly, so he's got some Doom mods that are really, really awesome looking. So go give him a follow, go say hello in chat. Just, it's all I ask, just a hello or a friendly squawk and a follow, just to help him get to affiliate. But today, I'm going to set up the raid for Sparkle. Sparkle is currently playing Resident Evil 2. Apparently she survived 4 days. I've not seen much of Resident Evil 2. If it's the remake... Actually, I might have seen the remake. Oh, we got a claim already. I'm sorry, Olanwe. We were talking, but, well, we'll deal with that later.
An examiner's quorum needs 3 members. You both know this.
There we go. Right where we left off. We'll just have to re-go through the dialogue, or go through the prompts.
Outside perspective. So, what? We just randomly recruit the next adventurer that passes by?
No, I'm not over here. Just ignore me. I'm logging back out. It's fine. Right, we're halfway through the raid message. So if you like the global emotes and you prefer some... I need to add Ryad to my exclamation here. But there you go. Global emotes. We've got some terrible faces to let everyone know that I'm raiding. If you have a subscription, we have the Angry Bird there. If you have 100 channel points, you can buy your own. Get that gorgeous face. And I do recommend putting Stinky Glitch in the middle, but you can replace Stinky Glitch with any emote you want. I'll be back later on tonight at midnight Pacific Standard Time, and I'll see everyone then.